Count Dudu, we don't recognize the Republic here, Senator, but if Nubu were to join our alliance, I could easily hear your plea for clemency. Actually, I can easily hear your plea for clemency already, but I'm choosing to ignore it, you see. Patmi, Nubioo will never join you. Patmi pauses, a thoughtful look on her face. Patmi, but maybe this will do instead. Patmi eyes Count Dotto seductively and begins to remove her shirt. Porno music starts up in the background. George Lucas, cut. Patmi, what, is this getting too racy for you? George Lucas, no, it's just. Brandish's script, I decided that this scene has way too much dialogue in it. I'm a visual storyteller, remember? Let's get this over with and get to the big action sequence. Take it from the end of this scene. Mango? Mango, take them away. SC85 int. Genesis High Audience Chamber Day. Manakin and Patmi are standing in the center of what looks like a courtroom. Well, if it only looks like a courtroom, then what is it? Seated before them in a tall boxed-off area is Troggle the Little, the Archduke of Genesis. He is accompanied by his underling, some fat. Off to one side sit separatist Senators Chien Pio, Tesla, and Bucktooth Torah. Next to them are commercial dignitaries Shoehorn, Newt Reagan, Pasquale from Argentina, What Time, and Sam Hill of the Intergalactic Bank One clan. Along the wall are 100 Genisons. Some fat, you have been charged and found guilty of impersonating bounty hunters. Troggle, do you have anything to say before your sentence is carried out? Manakin, I am taking Ob-Ewan and the Wookiee. You can either profit by this or be destroyed. It's your choice, but I warn you not to underestimate my powers. Troggle laughs. Count Dudu, where was he in the scene description, simply smiles. Raygun, carry out the assassination. I want to see her head on my desk. Patmi, you were behind the assassination attempts? Raygun, yes. Your little insurrection is at an end, Your Highness. Now let's sign the treaty and end this pointless debate in the Senate. Whack. Ghost of Eligion, hey. Rehashing TPM lines is my job. Troggle, your other Jedi friend is waiting for you, Senator. Take them to the Gladiator Rip-Off Arena. For bug guards, take hold of Patmi and Manakin. They are escorted out of the chamber. SC-86 Interior Genesis, Tunnel to Gladiator Rip-Off Arena Day. In the gloomy tunnel, Manakin and Patmi are tossed into an open cart. The murmur of a vast crowd, Maximus. Maximus. Maximus is heard off-screen. Bug guards extend their arms along the framework and tie them. Jeff 42, hold on, I got confused for a second there. The bug guard's arms or Manakin and Patmi's arms? George Lucas, oh, you writers and your obsessive attention to clear pronoun usage. Whose arms do you think, so that they stand facing each other? Manakin, don't be afraid. Patmi, I'm not afraid. Manakin, you will be. Patmi, air, I'm not afraid to die. I've been dying a little bit each day that I've been away from Nubu. Manakin, what are you talking about? Patmi, I love Boss Nasty. Manakin, what the? Patmi, you heard me. Manakin, wouldn't, doing it with a fat, ugly Gungan destroy your life? Patmi, I think our lives are about to be destroyed anyway. I truly, deeply, love Boss Nasty, but since he's not here I guess I'll have to settle for you. Kiss me, you fool, Patmi leans toward Manakin. By straining hard, it is just possible for Manakin to cop a feel as their lips meet. They kiss. The driver cracks his whip over the ORROAMIFASOLLATAO harnessed between the shafts. The cart jerks forward. Suddenly there is a huge roar as a TREX appears and devours 3 bug guards before being sucked back into the ILM computer from whence it came. The cart emerges into the arena. SC-87 Exterior Genesis, Gladiator Rip-Off Arena Day. The great stadium is packed with tier upon tier of yelling Jennisons and Romans. The cart trundles to the center, where Ob-Ewan is chained to one of 4 upright posts that are 3 feet in diameter. Jeff 42. I would have written 1 meter rather than 3 feet there. I didn't think they used the English measurement system in Star Wars. George Lucas, shut up. The cart stops. Patmy and Manakin are taken down, dragged to posts, and chained to them. Manakin is in the center. Patmy has had a lot of experience being chained up, if you know what I mean, and she pulls a wire from her clothing and places it in her mouth. Ob-Ewan, I was beginning to wonder if you had gotten my message. Manakin, I retransmitted it just as you requested, Master. Then we had some hot, wild sex. Then we decided to come and rescue you. Ob-Ewan, good job. Manakin, beaming obliviously, thanks. It's always nice to get a compliment from you, Master. You could do it more often, you know. Whack. Ob-Ewan, looks like someone's sarcasm detector is broken. Manakin, whose? Whack. Their arms are pulled above their heads, and the cart drives away. There is another roar as the TREX escapes from the ILM computer and devours the cart and its driver in one bite. Troggle the Little, Count Dooku, Newt Raygun, the Fets, and Emperor Commodus arrive in the archducal box and take their places. Troggle, let the executions begin. The crowd goes wild. Among the crowd are some girls. When the girls go wild, Snoop Dogg appears with a video crew to film the action. From different gates around the arena, 3 monsters are driven in. One is a Rikachu, bull-like, one is a TEX Mexu, lion-like, and one is a Wackley, a kind of Dina lobster. Jeff 42, a kind of Dina lobster? What's a Dina lobster? Whack. The monsters are accompanied by a number of run-of-the-mill Roman lions. All the creatures are driven in by picators carrying long spears and riding ORRYMIFASOLLATIOES. The picators poke the monsters toward the center, then retire to the perimeter. 2 of the picators, fed up with their jobs, instead retire to Naboo. Ob-Ewan, concentrate, Manakin. We've got this situation under control. Manakin, what about Patmy? Ob-Ewan, she seems to be on top of things. Of course, you would know about being on top, wouldn't you, Manakin? Manakin, very funny, Master. Patmy climbs atop her pole after using a hidden pin to uncuff herself. The TX Mexu climbs after her. Patmy, here, kitty, kitty. She whacks it with her chain. It falls to the ground, climbs up again and claws her, stripping off all her clothes but her lacy bra and panties. She uses the chain to swing her legs into the Mexu's side, knocking it down and injuring it. The Rikachu gets ready to ram Ob-Ewan's pole. Ob-Ewan moves to the side and the force of the Rikachu's blow breaks Ob-Ewan's chain. Ob-Ewan kills a picador and steals his spear to fend off the Wackley. Manakin, what about me? Patmy, here, Manakin. She tosses him the pin. He frees himself. Manakin connects with the Rika CHU, jumps on, and falls on his butt. Manakin, poodoo. Just then the TREX walks up beside him and screeches at him. Manakin, thanks George, what can't CGI do? Manakin connects with the TREX and jumps onto it. Ob-Ewan stabs the Wackley repeatedly. Manakin, I've got a bad feeling about this. Jump. The TX Mexu springs. Patmy leaps from the top of the post to land on the TREX behind Manakin. The TREX runs away, around the arena. The TEX Mexu bounds after it. The TREX passes the wounded Wackley and Ob-Ewan. Ob-Ewan runs and leaps onto the back of the TREX behind Patmy and Manakin, who mounted it first, and starts feeling Patmy up. Patmy shrugs him off. Patmy, I'm a one-man woman now, Ob-Ewan, so back off. In the archducal box, Newt Raygun turns angrily to Count Dooku. Newt, This isn't how it's supposed to be. Mango, finish her off. Dudu motions for Mango to stay put. Fett is enjoying the spectacle. Especially Patmi. Dudu, patience, Velcro, she will die. Mango, she's no good to us dead. Dudu, quiet, you. Tricycle droids roll to the center of the area where they transform and surround the TRX and contain the Jedi and Patmi. SC-88 Exterior Genesis, Gladiator Ripoff Arena Day. Mace Windy steps into the tunnel leading to the Archducal box, strutting like he owns the place. Chorus, who's the Jedi Master? That makes all the ladies' hearts beat faster? Mace. You're damn right. Mace Windy grins, bobbing his head in time to the music. Chorus, who is the man? That would risk his neck for Ob-Ewan. Mace. Can you dig it? Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about? Mace. Right on. You see, this cat Mace is a bad mother. Shut your mouth. But I'm talking about Mace. The music fades out as Mace Windy enters the Archducal box. He strikes a pose of sheer badassery, a cocky sneer on his face, as he ignites his lightsaber and holds it to Mango Fett's neck. No one, Mango Fett least of all, seems to notice. All eyes are still on the surrounded heroes on their TREX. More specifically, all eyes are still on the very scantily clad Patmi. Mace Windy, hey, come on guys, would you mind sparing a glance over here? Keeping up an expression this cool looking isn't easy, you know. Count Dooku turns to see Mace Windy standing behind him. The cocky sneer is once more on Mace Windy's face. Mace Windy, this party's over. Boba Fett, but we still have 3 kegs of Jawa juice to finish. Mace Windy signals, and at strategic places around the arena there are sudden flashes of light as about 100 Jedi. Rick McCallum, wait just a minute, we didn't budget for that many extras. A couple dozen or so Jedi switch on their lightsabers. The crowd is suddenly silent. Count Dooku's lips curl in slight amusement. Count Dooku, young Bubba here raises a valid point. And besides, you're impossibly outnumbered. Mace Windy, I don't think so. Count Dooku, we'll see. Suddenly Mace Windy turns to see a whole mess of super CGIs raising their blaster cannons. He deftly blocks their attacks, then turns and leaps off the balcony toward the CGI floor with tons of CGIs running to and fro when suddenly the floor disappears. He keeps falling. Far off in the distance, white lettering floats toward him. Windows. A fatal exception OE has occurred at A326T382 at 7 in file EP21138.dll. The current application will be terminated. Press any key to terminate the application. Press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete to restart the computer. Mace Windy. GL, damn Windows. The system is restored and suddenly all the dozen or so Jedi are in the arena fighting. Into the arena pour out super Tinker drones and regular Tinker drones, 6 of which have parts of Stinky-O, his torso, both legs, both arms, and head. The TREX bucks Manakin, Patmi and Ob-Ewan off, who fall to the dust. Ob-Ewan lands on top of Patmi. Whack. Patmi, get off me. They get up and join in the fray. Some Jedi toss Manakin and Ob-Ewan some spare lightsabers and Manakin frees Patmi from her chains. Patmi picks up a spare gun. Manakin and Patmi take shelter near an overturned ORRAYMIFASOLLATIO cart. Patmi fires at the droids and Jeansins, who are piling up. Manakin, you call this a diplomatic solution? Patmi, well, how do you think I normally do it? Manakin, you know, talking. Patmi, talking's for losers, continues firing. Meanwhile, the Tinker drone with Stinky-O's head is killing Jedi left and right. Stinky-O, die, Jedi dogs. Ha 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 ha. A Jedi slices the body in half and takes his blaster away. Stinkio, damn. Mango Fett rockets down to join in the fight. He kills several lions and puts one into the TEX Mexu and the TREX. Then Mace Windy cuts off his head. Ob-Ewan finally kills the Wackley by chopping off its legs and stabbing it to death. The Jennisons take it inside to boil it and eat it. It will go good with cocktail sauce. Lobster. Up in the stands, Boba Fett hurls a can of Jawa juice at a Jedi's head. The Jedi keels over and dies. Mace Windy and Ob-Ewan McNobi fight back to back, bright sabers flashing. Ob-Ewan, to Windy, now let's see some of that Clone Wars Dantu in action. Windy suddenly opens a big can of Whoopa *** on the surrounding Tinker drones and Super Tinker drones. He uses the Force to rip them to shreds and knock them around, and jumps and spins high in the air. He lands next to a Super Tinker drone and super punches it to death. Clone Wars fans, yeah. All the other Jedi stop fighting and watch Windy continue to kick major CGI ***. But since we have to have a plot, soon most of the Jedi are dead and the remaining Jedi and Padme are surrounded by a ring of Tinker drones. The Tinker drones stop firing. Count Dooku, you have fought gallantly, Master Windy, wah? Down below, Study 3600 keeps hacking and slashing away at the droids with his ebony brightsaber. Dooku's sad face CONT'd, ahem, Study gets back into place and grins sheepishly, worthy of mention in the Jedi Council fan fiction archives. Now this thread is almost finished. Surrender and your lives will be spared. Windy, you. We won't play your game. Dooku, then I'm sorry my old friend, what? Suddenly the soundtrack switches to Everybody Dance Now and 6 gunships suddenly descend with clone troopers, dance into the music. Several are juggling bowling pins and one is riding a unicycle juggling colored balls and balancing a bowling pin on the tip of his nose. Yoga, around the survivors, a perimeter create. Jedi and Padme, no way in hell. They all start running away. The Jedi, seeing their only other option is to face the Tinker drones, dash to the gunships, trying to avoid the clown troopers as much as possible. The clones, having made their big entrance, start blasting the Tinker drones to hell. ARTOO has found all the downed Tinker drones with parts of Stinkio and comes to the one with his head. He shoots a projectile from his body and yanks Stinkio's head off. Stinkio, yoch. That hurts. ARTOO drags Stinkio's head near the rest of his body, which he has welded together. Stinkio, this is such a drag. I'm quite beside myself. Take my wife, please. ARTOO starts welding his head on. Stinkio, you're singing my circuits. Oh, idiot. It's a nightmare. Is my head on STR? ARTOO, shut the hell up or I'll leave you out here without a head. Meanwhile, Boba Fett has picked up his father's head and is crying. Bubba lowers his own head in sorrow. Then he sees ARTOO welding on Stinkio's head. Bubba, hey. Astropop. Little help here. ARTOO, sorry, kid, I don't do human necks, the connections are way more complicated, plus humans die instantly after they're beheaded. I'm afraid you're SOL. Bubba, damn. Thanks, anyway. SC-89 Genesis Planet Terrain outside Gladiator Ripoff Arena Day. The massed lines of parked Big Bad Federation starships in the Tinker drones surrounding the arena are themselves surrounded by thousands of Republic starships. I'd sure like to see this represented in the movie, Disgorging, EEEWWW. Tens of thousands of clone troopers, I only saw hundreds. Beyond, more Republic starships are landing and spewing out, YUK, troops. The Republic gunships circle towering stalactites, stalagmites, or are they stalactites? As they head toward the assembly point. Jennisons fire laser cannons up at the gunships. SC-90 Int. Genesis Command Center Day. Dudu, Troggle, Newt, and Rune enter a huge command center. In the center of the room is a huge map table, with figures representing the droid and clone armies. Troggle takes a stick and moves back the droid army, advancing the clones. In the background, Morse code and the sounds of Jennison's muttering in Japanese can be heard. The Morse code suddenly stops. The Jennisons look frustrated. Troggle, all our communications have been jammed. Newt, the Jedi have amassed a huge army. Dooku, that doesn't seem possible. How did the Jedi come up with an army so quickly? Newt, we must send all available Tinker drones and assorted vehicles that kids will want to have as toys into battle. SC-91 Int. Gunship number 2 Day. Ground fire and explosions rock the gunship. Padme, Manakin, and Ob-Ewan steady themselves. Ob-Ewan, hold on to your knickers, guys. Boy, that was a short scene. SC-92 Int. Genesis Command Center Day. Count Dooku, Troggle the Little, Newt Raygun, and Rune Viking are playing Risk using the map table, clones and droids, dice, and a special set of cards. Dooku has every region if the arena, the plains outside, and is getting 20 more armies to strategically place wherever he wants. The other players are about to be wiped out. Newt, this is not looking good at all. Suddenly, the Morse code starts back up and Troggle gets up to look at the reports. Troggle, order a retreat. I am sending all my warriors deep into the catacombs to hide. Rune, sounding like Freddy Krueger, we must get the cores of our ships back into space. Everyone looks at Rune. Newt, what happened to your voice? Rune, throat condition. Dudu, I'm going to Duruscant. My master will not let the Republic get away with this treachery. Troggle crosses to a holographic schematic of the deadly star and downloads it into a cartridge. He gives it to Count Dooku. Troggle, the Jedi must not find our designs for the ultimate weapon. If they have any idea what we're planning to build, we are doomed. EU fans, what? We thought that Kumquat Driveyards designed the deadly star. Dudu, well, later in canon it will be established that both the Jeansons and Kumquat Driveyards were responsible, so shut it. To Troggle. I will take the designs for the ultimate weapon with me. They will be much safer with my master. SC-93 Interior Gunship Number 1 Day. Mace Windy stares at the incredible sight. Mace Windy, that's incredible. Clone Captain, yes, sir. Mace Windy, I've never seen anything like it. Clone Captain, yes, sir. Mace Windy, now land at that assembly area. Clone Captain, yes, sir. Mace Windy, but really, that's such a very incredible sight. The incredible sight is, in fact, a horde of dancing clone troopers simultaneously firing their blasters and doing the pointy finger pose toward the Tinker drone armies. The gunship lands, and several Jedi, along with more of the move-in, shaken, droid-blasting clone troopers, disembark. Why are the clone troopers acting like this, you might wonder? Well, they're clones of Mango Fett, and he always was a bit of a clown himself. Celebrate good times, come on. LLA Security, leading a contingent of troops, decides that she wants in on the fun and begins dancing too. Fanboys burst into applause. George Lucas, note to self, give Elala an expanded role in the next episode. SC-94 Int. Gunship with Manakin, Padme and Ob-Ewan in IT Day. Manakin, aim above those fuel cells. The clone trooper fires some rockets at the spot above the fuel cells. There is an explosion, but nothing major happens. Ob-Ewan gives Manakin a sideways glance. Ob-Ewan, bad call, young Padawan. That didn't accomplish anything. Once again you've proven that you're inept. A deafening explosion as thousands of Tinker drones spontaneously combust as a result of Manakin's actions. Ob-Ewan sad face CONT'd, damn, you're good. SC-95 Int. Large hangar where Duda keeps his speeder, sorry forgot my script. Dudu gets on his speeder bike and nothing happens. Bug guard, sheeble-deeble-doo. Doo-doo, oh, of course. He turns the ignition. The speeder takes off. SC-96 int. Manakin's gunship. Manakin, Ob-Ewan, a clone trooper and Patme are playing poker. Patme, what a smooth ride. Trooper, I see you're 50 and I raise you 100. Ob-Ewan, do you think he's bluffing, Manakin? Manakin, I can't tell. He's wearing a helmet over his face. Suddenly, the game is interrupted as the ship is blasted by laser fire and Dudu zooms by on his bike. Cards fly everywhere. Manakin, he's gonna pay for that. Shoot him down. Trooper number 543544, we're out of quarters, sir. Game over. Manakin, nuts. Ob-Ewan, got any change? Ob-Ewan, all my quarters fell overboard. Manakin, follow him. SC-97 EXT, Genesis Planet Day. All HE double toothpicks has broke loose. The Jedi and clone troopers have started a huge disco party. EV1s dance in the niter, day away with those party-lovin' clone troops as they hack, slash and blast away those tinker drones. Burn, baby burn. Disco Inferno. Explosions rock the planet and the DJ rocks the house. GL, no. Oh, my poor movie. Int. Gunship number 1 day. Yoga, to the forward command center take me. And bring me a bottle of Surge. Hoo-ha. SC-98 int. Gunship number 2 day. Dudu signals the two fighters flanking his ship. They veer off left and right, loop around, and come up behind our hero's gunship. To avoid the bequeen fire, the gunship banks up a steep dune but is still hit. The ship lurches on its side, and Patme and a clone officer tumble out. Manakin, Patme. Put the ship down. Ob-Ewan, Manakin, don't let our personal feelings get in the way. We have a job to do. To pilot, follow that speeder. Pilot sad face thinking, oh no. Conflicting orders. Crap, what do I do? Manakin, lower the ship. The ship begins to lower, while at the same time following Dudu. Manakin, put the ship down. Ob-Ewan, you will be expelled from the Jedi Order. We can end this war right now. I need you. Follow that speeder. Manakin, land. Ob-Ewan, follow. Manakin, land. Ob-Ewan, follow. Pilot AAAGH jumps out. Quickly Ob-Ewan takes the controls. Ob-Ewan, what do you think Patme would do were she in your position? Manakin, rescue me. Ob-Ewan, oh you're stubborn. SC-99 int. Gunship number 2 day. The gunship lands at the command center. Yoga disembarks, eating a jelly donut and guzzling a 2-liter of Surge. Clone Commander, Master Yoga, all forward positions of the dance party are advancing. Yoga, very good. Very good. Ah, bring me a ship. SC-100 EXT, Genesis Doomsday. The 2 clone troops who fell out of the gunship approach Patme, who is still in her bra and panties, lying on her back. Clone number 1, are you all right? Patme, I think so. Clone number 2, we better get you back to the forward command center. Patme, no. Gather up what troops you can. We've got to get to that hangar. Note, never mind how in the galaxy she knows about the hangar. Get a transport, but first, is it true you boys take any command without question? She smiles suggestively. Clones, in unison, happy to oblige, ma'am. SC-101 int. Gunship number 2 day. Manakin and Ob-Ewan watch as Dudu parks his speeder. Ob-Ewan parks the gunship near the speeder and Ob-Ewan and Manakin leap down and run into the hangar, bright sabers ignited, just as the B-Queens shoot down the gunship. Manakin, you're going to pay for all the Jawa juice you and your flunkies consumed today, doo-doo. Ob-Ewan sad-faced Tio Manakin, we'll take him together. You move on the. Manakin, I'm taking him now. He runs forward recklessly, bright saber swinging. Ob-Ewan, typical. Doo-doo, extending a hand, may the best man win. Put her there. Manakin, wait, you mean it? You want to shake? Doo-doo, I've never been more serious in my life. They shake, and suddenly 1,000 volts run down through Manakin's body and he is thrown back against the far wall. Doo-doo, you Jedi get more gullible each year. As you can see, my Jedi powers are far beyond yours. Ob-Ewan, you mean Sith powers? Doo-doo, oh, yeah, of course. Silly me. Now back down. He shoots lightning at Ob-Ewan, who blocks it with his saber. Ob-Ewan, I don't think so. Doo-doo, hey, no fair. You can't do that. What's the point of Sith lightning if it doesn't work against Jedi? Ob-Ewan, let's fight like men, with swords. Doo-doo, I'm lucky I took my arthritis pills earlier. It's been acting up lately. But if I must, but I'm too old to fight you alone, so I have a helper. Darth Bludgeon, please step forward. Out of the shadows comes Darth Bludgeon, all sewn up and stitched together, wearing a skull and crossbones t-shirt and carrying a boombox on his shoulder. He sets it down and ignites his saber. He sticks his tongue out. Bludgeon, na boo-boo. Suckers. Jerks. Bouffons. We are the Sith. We are revealing ourselves to the Jedi. Who's first? Manakin, I'm taking them now. Ob-Ewan, no, wait, Manakin. Remember what just. Manakin charges across the open space at Darth Bludgeon, who smiles smugly, watching him come. Manakin raises his bright saber. At the last moment, Darth Bludgeon sidesteps and puts out his leg, which Manakin stumbles over and flops flat on his face. Bludgeon, have a nice trip. See you next fall. Ha. Bludgeon then kicks Manakin in the side, then Manakin grabs his leg and pulls him to the floor and they wrestle around for a good 2 minutes, throwing punches and biting each other. Meanwhile, Ob-Ewan is already fighting Doo-doo and the fight is furious. Suddenly a loud clang is heard, like the bell in a clock tower. Doo-doo, tea time. Ob-Ewan pulls up a table and 2 chairs and they sit down for a nice spot of tea. Ob-Ewan, 1 lump or 2? Meanwhile Bludgeon and Manakin continue to wrestle and fight. They nearly overturn the tea table and Doo-doo rolls his eyes. Doo-doo, holding teacup with pinky extended, such idiocy. Bludgeon never was that bright. Ob-Ewan, doing the same, Manakin's worse. A good fighter, but a little lacking in the brains department. You know I bet if. Suddenly Bludgeon comes crashing down onto the tea table, spilling tea all over the place, including the Jedi and 2 Sith. Doo-doo, okay, back to fighting. Ob-Ewan comes in fast, swinging at Count Doodu's head. Doo-doo parries the cut easily. As they fight it quickly becomes clear that Doo-doo is the complete swordsman, elegant, graceful, classical and a bit evil. Doo-doo, Master McNobi, you disappoint me. Yoga holds you in such high esteem. Doo-doo parries another cut and then thrusts. Ob-Ewan turns his head toward Manakin and Bludgeon who are now fighting with their sabers. Ob-Ewan, need any help? Manakin, I can handle this. Doo-doo, come, Master McNobi, put me out of my misery. Ob-Ewan, that line's only in the script. Doo-doo, but I like it. Ob-Ewan, hey Manakin, tag me. Manakin tags him. Manakin and Ob-Ewan switch dueling partners, so that Manakin is fighting Doo-doo and Bludgeon is fighting Ob-Ewan. Ob-Ewan and Bludgeon stare each other down. Ob-Ewan, now let's finish what we started on Naboo. Bludgeon charges. Ob-Ewan sidesteps and puts his foot out, which Bludgeon trips over and falls on his front side with a thud. Ob-Ewan, have a nice trip. See you next fall. Ahaha. Ha. Meanwhile, Dudu cuts off Manakin's arm and uses dark force lightning to send him careening into a wall. Ob-Ewan force grabs Manakin's brightsaber and begins to fight Bludgeon, who has gotten up, and Dudu at the same time. Ob-Ewan, as you can see, my dear Dudu, Yoga was right to hold me in esteem. The three fight with fastness and furiousness, the likes have never been seen in a Star Wars movie, not even in Revenge of the Sith. Ob-Ewan opens a can of Hoopa *** on the two Sith while spewing out one-liner after one-liner. Meanwhile, Manakin groans, wishing he had been the one to wield two sabers. Suddenly, through the thick smoke emerges the heroic figure of Yoga. He stops on the smoke-filled threshold. Silence. Count Dooku steps away from Ob-Ewan to face the Jedi Grand Master. Dooku, Master Yoga. Yoga, Count Dooku. Count Dooku hurls objects at Yoga which all completely miss him. Then Dooku brings down boulders which also miss Yoga. Yoga, much to learn you still have. The dark side I sense in you. Count Dooku, I have become more powerful than any Jedi. Even you, my old master. Dooku hurls force lightning at Yoga, but he just absorbs it, visibly yawning and scratching his backside. Dooku, it is obvious this contest will not be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a brightsaber. While Ob-Ewan and Bludgeon watch, Yoga and Dooku go at it, Yoga flipping over and looping continually, his saber only occasionally striking Dooku's, and then only by accident. Dooku yawns and drinks a cup of water. Yoga, fought well you have, my old Padawan. Dooku, this is just the beginning. The battle is far from over. Yoga, check your script you must. We don't fight anymore. Dooku, oh, right. He brings down a massive cylinder on top of Yoga. Yoga, get this thing off me. Dooku and Bludgeon escape on Dooku's solar sail ship. Just then Padme arrives with some clown troopers. Padme takes some pot shots at the sail ship, but in vain. Then she sees Yoga trapped under the cylinder, and uses the Force to lift it off of him. Yoga, you can use the Force? Padme, it's called the White, okay? Manakin, what about me? I'm over here very badly hurt with one arm, my lady. Padme, oh, gripe. Ob-Ewan, did Maniwani lose an army war me? Manakin, I hate you. Yoga, time for that, it is not yet. They watch as the solar ship flies away. SC-102 EXT space. Count Dooku's eye-shaped ship hacks out a disgusting membrane out its front side which unfolds into a solar sail, and careens off into outer space. SC-103 int. Dooku's ship cockpit. Dooku is reading a book, eating caviar, and sipping a single drink. As some mini-robots trim his facial hair a bit and he listens to Wagner. Bludgeon has his earbuds in attached to his boombox, banging his head. SC-104 EXT and New York Industrial Zone night. Dooku's ship lands in a derelict of a building. Dooku and Bludgeon disembark and walks to a waiting Darth Chin. Chin, welcome home, Lord Tinnitus and Lord Hasbin. Bludgeon, hey. Chin, quiet, you. Dooku, good news, my lord. The war has begun. Chin, excellent. Execute Order 66. Dooku, aren't we getting ahead of ourselves, Master? The clowns have not gained the trust of the Jedi yet. Chin, then order me 66 cheeseburgers, I'm starving. Dooku, do you have 66 of everything? Whack. Chin, just order the D******ed food now. Dooku, yes, my lord. Activates a holoprojector. 66 cheeseburger surprises stat. Chin, licks his chops, everything is proceeding as Jabrinks has foreseen. Dooku, Wada? Chin, smiles once more, the Bith will rule the galaxy. Doo-doo, you mean Sith. Whack. Chin, correct me again and I'll mop the floor with you. Doo-doo, ouch. Sorry, Master. SC 105 int. Dubanant Temple of Doom Dusk. Ob-Ewan McNobi talks to Mace Windy. Ob-Ewan, do you believe what Dudu said about Chin controlling the Senate? Yoga, joined the dark side. Dudu has. Lies, deceit, creating mistrust are his ways now. Windy, I do not believe the Sith could have returned without our knowing about it. Ob-Ewan, wait, what? That was your big line in episode I. Now it is known the Sith have returned. Windy, we must discover the identity of this dark warrior. Yoga, more importantly, find out who he is working for. Ob-Ewan, do you guys not hear yourselves? Now you're rehashing lines from TPM. Yoga, it seems that lost a planet master Ob-Ewan has. Mace, he's lost more than that. Mace and Yoga laugh at Ob-Ewan's expense. Ob-Ewan, what the H*** is so funny. You know it's a good thing we had all those clones. Or we wouldn't have been victorious over all those blasted Tinker drones. Yoga, victory? Guffaws, most of the Jedi will be dead in 4 years now, and you call that victory? I need some wild cherry pupsy and my sage pipe right about now. Mace, Wada? Yoga, I foresee that Anakin will not be able to breathe without a giant black suit soon. Ob-Ewan, so you don't approve of this clown war? Yoga, I'm D*** opposed. D** opposed. Mace, nevertheless, I feel we should keep a closer eye on the Senate. Yoga, please? Who controls the Senate? The cameo. Who got voted emergency powers? The cameo. It's a no-brainer, people. Let's watch the cameo. Mace, I agree. Yoga, Ob-Ewan, where's your apprentice? Ob-Ewan, on his honeymoon with Padme Amidillydally. They'll be back in 2 weeks. For some reason she took 5 elite arch-troopers with her. She has no need of them really. It's strange. SC 106 EXT, what haven't we let it been cast rotunda evening. Chancellor Palpatine, Bailey Smits and others watch from a balcony as hundreds of thousands of clown troops load into Imperial Star Destroyers or Republic ships. Bailey Smits secretly gives Palpatine bunny ears behind his head and sticks out his tongue and makes a funny face and thumbs his nose with his other hand. SC 107 int. Nuboo Tweed City Caserta Palace Day. Queen Jamtart knocks upon a bedroom door. Jamtart, are you decent in there, Senator? The door comes open ajar and Padme is draped in bedsheets she is holding around herself. Padme, my queen, when the senator's bedchambers are a-rockin', don't come a-knockin'. Fade out. End credits. As the song When the House is a-Rockin', Don't Come a-Knockin' plays, the following credits roll. Written by Study 3600. The _Jedi Princess. Ob-Ewan McNobi. Scruff. Heath. Perp. Darth Vacuous. Sat 8. Lieutenant Commander Thrawn. Gonk. Jander _Tarvin. General Rickon. Jeff 42. Jeff Morton. Peter Totham 27. Jade Solo. Jedi Master Greg. Best Boys. George Lucas. Dave Filoni. Jon Favreau. Ahsoka Tano. Yoda. Grogu. Luke Skywalker. Rex. Key Grips. General Grievous. Jar Jar Binks. Creepio. Dot Matrix. Barf. Compiled and edited by Brent Lee Solden, Study 3600 Coivapolo v. A Speak per Pandvac Unlimited production. Finest. Coming soon, The complete 1 to 9 humorous versions. Written by the Jedi Council and possibly Mara and Luke Forever Boars members like you, on the AU Humorous version boards, though. This board is read-only, if I can get that site off the ground.